Hello and welcome. I'm Petty Officer Michael Wilkin. Name something, anything, and there's probably an app for it. They're free and accessible, and for service members and veterans, some apps can make a significant difference in their psychological health. We wrap up our series on binding the wounds of war with a look at some of the DoD apps that heal.
Exhale, 2, 3.
Breathing.
4,
It's one way to
hold,
relax. And yes,
2,
there's an app for that.
3.
We want to make the most beneficial applications that we can to increase the psych health of our service members and veterans.
For service members and veterans with post-traumatic stress, this tool called Breathe to Relax is one key to managing stress and coping with the psychological pain.
Today's warriors know technology, the kinds that we're using, and they're used to it. Many of them like it, a few of them don't, but most do. They're good at it.
And what DoD's National Center for Telehealth and Technology is good at is helping troops better handle stress through technology.
Allowing the air you exhale to deflate your belly.
We have chosen initially to make self-help applications that we know can help relieve stress and increase resiliency.
T2 is part of the Defense Centers of Excellence for Psychological Health and Traumatic Brain Injury, and it's already created numerous apps designed in collaboration with experts from the service branches, the VA, and academic institutions.
All of our military members, almost without exception, know how to download apps. So we can direct them to that. They have their own smartphone and they can get that information without us having to figure out how to resource that.
Some are geared for providers, but most are for the patients.
I downloaded the Breathe to Relax, and I gave that a try, and that's actually, it's a good application. It helps you to relax yourself if you're in a stressful situation.
Brian Sullivan, an Army veteran who suffers from post-traumatic stress, also uses another app called the T2 Mood Tracker. He says it helps him keep track of his behavior patterns.
What day brought me down? You know, okay, what did I do that day, or what happened that day that brought it down? And then there's days when it's just spiked, you know, and this, just the chart goes up and down.
And if it helps them to see that they have no problems or normal problems, that's good. And so when that's the case, it allows us to direct them into care, and I think that helps them in a safe way get to where they need to be.
They're asking 101 questions, and it's like, I can't obviously answer every single question you have the right way. Let me show you. So I pulled it out, flipped it on, and I said, that's how I feel.
They can also make notes about what was happening around that time so they can better understand what is going on for them.
With a cell phone in your pocket that will buzz when it's time to record a note about how are you feeling right now, or it's time to take that relaxation break right now, you at least get a reminder and an option to either do it now or maybe reschedule it for 15 minutes from now.
T2 says the mood tracker has been most successful.
We've had 31,000 downloads of this since it was released in September of 2010, and we've had 185,000 sessions logged by those users.
Now the goal is to reconfigure the app to transmit data, allowing information to be sent instantly to the provider.
If there was a repository that you could reach into, that a doctor could reach into and say, okay, let me pull up Brian's data. You know, Brian's supposed to come make a visit. He's not going to make a visit today. Let me pull up his data, see what's going on.
Brian says he's also tried other T2 apps, such as the PTSD Coach and the PE Coach. The Pocket Guide for Mild Traumatic Brain Injury was also converted into an app. The future for T2 is advancement beyond the desktop or applications into virtual reality.
The virtual PTSD experience is unlike any other resource available on the web.
Environments, including those downrange, are simulated, and users learn about symptoms and treatment, including connecting with a live mental health care provider. Doctors promise you will learn new things each time you visit. They also hope to provide live therapy sessions within the program in the future. T2 is also looking into the value of telehealth, another way to help service members and veterans meet with their doctors without having to be in the same room.